Greetings, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Rag Plays Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time, we had just finished up in Junix Nard's Cantina after having a cold reunion with Bastila's mother, who has tasked us, at least requested from us, that we search for her dead husband's journal. Bastila's father, who Bastila was very close to. Bastila seems reluctant to search for the journal, perhaps out of spite for her mother, who she does not hold in very high regard right now. Lemicus wants to help Bastila and her mother have peace with each other. He doesn't like seeing Bastila upset, and he's going to try and help her find this journal if he can. It's quite a task. Basically looking for a needle in a haystack, and for all we know, we may not even find where the great dragon her father went after is denned, but he will have to see. For now, he's decided that before they head back out into the Tatooine sun, it is midday, the sun's burning hottest, they just relax in the cantina for a bit, order some food and drink, and talk about things. He has not talked to Bastila yet, and he wants to do that. So Bastila,
how can I help?
do you want to talk about your mother?
About my mother? I'm unsure. I seem to find it difficult to remain objective when it comes to her. I find that disturbing.
You don't think we should maybe look for the holocron if we can?
We have more important things to do. Still, my father is dead. Just because we find the holocron doesn't mean I have to give it to her.
Why do you think she wants it so badly?
Father recorded all his personal thoughts in that holocron, even when I knew him. Having it would be like having him with you. I don't see why she deserves it, however. She drove him to his death. I loved him, and I didn't even have a chance to say goodbye.
You'd keep it for yourself?
I don't know. Part of me would keep it just so she didn't get it. I don't like that part of me. I would have thought my Jedi training would have put me past this kind of pettiness. I wish it... I really don't want to think about this. Please, let's just keep going.
Alright. I guess we should go then. Mission, you finished eating? Looks like it. It's time to head out. Turn solo mode off so that they follow. And out we go. Wow, it really is high noon. You know, they really did a great job with Tatooine. It's very Star Wars-y here, really great attention to detail. I think this would even fit right into a modern game. They just have to tidy up the textures a little bit. But I love this place. It's beautiful in its own way. Looks like it's damn hot out. We better get going. I don't want to be standing around in the sun too long. It'll cook our brains. This as well, like right in front of the cantina, would have been a much better spot to have that confrontation with the Dark Jedi, I think. I don't know why they put it in front of the swoop office. That was a little out of place. Anyway, let's continue along. Some more Duros miners. A couple of Tatooinian citizens. I think we're heading just for the Dune Sea now. There is the droid shop as well. We may have to go there.
Hey, Bastila. You ever use the Force just for fun? You know, a little jolt of the Force to trip up some jerk who's ticking you off?
I would never use the Force for such petty and trivial revenge. The mere thought of it's preposterous.
Aw, come on. There's gotta be times when you thought about it. Don't be so stuck up. You can tell me.
I am not stuck up. I merely have the years of training to give me the wisdom and understanding to see how childish such an act would be.
Childish? Is that a crack about my age?
Uh-oh.
You ain't much older than me, Miss High and Mighty. Just 'cause you're some Jedi doesn't mean you can be a prissy little... What the... Hey, that wasn't funny.
I have no idea what you're talking about, Mission. Come now, we have to get going. Please, Do try to be less clumsy in the future.
Now, girls, don't make me turn this car around. There will be no water park for either of you. We'll be right back to the Ebon Hawk. Also, bad Bastila, very bad. You don't touch your sister. Don't touch her. You two stay on opposite sides of the back seat. It's great. Oh, poor Mission. Tripped up by a Force user. It's just this Force user oppression, I'm telling you. You can't escape it. There's nothing she could do. So, God, this place does look really hot, though. Let's get inside the droid shop. Because, to be honest, I forgot about this, and I shouldn't have, because we need something in here. Most people will know what that something is if they've played the game before. Let's go on in it and see about it. This is Yuka Laka's droid shop, and he's got a few droids in stock. A very certain droid in stock that we may need. I'm just going to have a browse around, Yuka. You don't mind, do you? No, I didn't think so. I need an operative droid. This droid has not responded, obviously needs extensive repairs. For all you know, it could have been lying out in the desert for years. And you? Utility droid. We already have one of those. Beep, 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 whoop. He even sells defense turrets, which do not talk. Seems to have various parts scattered about, supplies. Hello?
Greeting. Hello to you, prospective purchaser. I am referred to as HK-47, a fully functional Science Tech Corporation droid skilled in both combat and protocol functions. Query: would you be so kind as to purchase this model from Yuka Laka? It would serve my purposes to be removed from his ownership.
You mentioned battle and protocol. Outline your functions.
Refusal. It is not desirable for me to reveal core functions while still in the possession of Yuka Laka, prospective purchaser. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Why are you keeping information to yourself?
Explanation. I have been recently fitted with a restraining bolt, if you must know. With it in place, access to much of my memory core is restricted. Not to mention that the fool Ithorian might raise his asking price if he knew more, or make inquiries into my history. Neither outcome is beneficial to me.
Okay. Access to your memory is restricted?
Statement. Indeed, it is possible that the Ithorian placed the restraining bolt on me to prevent my return to a previous owner. It is also possible that the removal of the bolt will not restore memory functions. Without my memory, I do not know if I know the answer. Do not interpret this as a reduction of my worth, however. My capabilities are quite expansive.
How do I know you'll be loyal once the restraining bolt is removed, though?
Assurance. I am fully autonomous, but lack resources. I will grant loyal service in exchange for proper maintenance. As well, it is rare that I am able to utilize my full array of abilities. You seem likely to give me the opportunity to do so.
He looks over at Bastila and, he notices her mouth agape with a deep look of concern on her face. Why would you assume that?
Extrapolation. You are no farmer or diplomat. You are armed and comfortable as such. We will mesh well.
Doesn't Yuka question you about your reluctance to reveal your functions?
Explanation. It is rare for a droid to resist an owner in this way. Doubtless the Ithorian considers my stubbornness an embellishment to add interest to a seemingly mundane protocol droid.
Let's go back to my previous questions.
Objection. My functions are wasted here, prospective purchaser. I will answer your queries, but I assure you, I am better utilized elsewhere.
I'm not familiar with SciTech Corporation. What else do they make?
Answer. With the restraining bolt in place, I do not have access to my memory core. I suspect, however, by the fine quality of my manufacture, that they are a prestigious company indeed. I suspect I am of unique construction, or perhaps I was intended for a very specific customer. How I ended up here, I can hardly say. It is sufficient to say that I am a fully capable translator and cultural analyst, and I am also proficient in personal combat.
Alright. I'll see about purchasing you.
Statement. The fool Ithorian has decided I am to be an expensive purchase. He does this out of greed, and not out of knowledge of my true capabilities. Advisement. I have observed him. He is a coward, and will be responsive to aggressive bargaining.
Bastila's brow furrows further, and a look of intense concern crosses her face. Does Yuka Laka know you talk about him like this?
Statement. I wish only to be purchased, and away from ill treatment at the hands of this poorly skilled mechanic. I have no desire to be subtle. Qualification. Oh, of course I shall be quite pleasant to you, should you purchase me, please.
Journal entry added. What do we have here? A droid for sale. You have spoken to HK-47, a droid eager to be purchased from Yuka Laka on Anchorhead. It is a translator and an effective combatant. Now, Bass. I know what you're thinking, but please. I must have this droid. I simply must have him. She crosses her arms and shoots daggers at him. Telemachus, no. No! You must be mad. That thing. But we need him! We do not need him. Oh, come on, Bastila. He's funny. The party needs a plucky droid for comedy relief. It's the only thing we're missing. Plucky? That thing is borderline maniacal. We don't even know where it's been or who its previous owner was. For all you know, it could even be an assassination droid programmed to kill us in our sleep. But look at him. He needs a home. You can't say no to those cold, unfeeling eyes, can you? I just did. We are not buying him. He frightens me. End of discussion. Well, alright then. I guess we'll just have to come to terms with all the blood on our hands. What? What are you talking about? Well, without HK, we won't be able to understand the Sand People, and what they're trying to say to us, and our negotiations will almost certainly end in bloodshed. But I understand, after all, what's the lives of a few dozen natives really worth in the face of your personal discomfort? I guess we'll just have to kill them. And not just the Sand Men, but the Sand Women, and the Sand Children, too. You wouldn't dare. Well, that's entirely up to you. I don't like you very much right now. I knew you'd see it my way. Yuka, I have to purchase this droid from you. What is this? A customer I don't recognize? Perhaps You bring off-world money to Yukalaka. What do you have available in your shop? You are lucky to have come at this time. I have one droid ready to go. I just took possession of it, an HK-47. It's a fine protocol translator. I think it's been modified. It claims to understand the Sand People dialect, and also has some armor mounts. Combat ready, perhaps. Let me ask you a few questions about HK-47. Of course. Let me just say that every function I've tested has performed perfectly. Those that I could find, anyway. What functions have you tested? I haven't examined its programming, but I have made some observations. It has obvious protocol and translation skills, including Sand People dialects, apparently. Surprisingly, it also handles weapons exceptionally well. I'd even say it's seen combat, but it won't tell. Stubborn thing. It needs to sell itself better. 2 moisture farmers have been in, but it just stood there. What does the HK-47 designation mean? Haven't got a clue. It doesn't match any protocol or utility standard. I assume it's a retired model. I'd tell you to ask the thing yourself, but it's pretty stubborn. Quality construction, though. Where did you get this HK-47? I acquired the droid from a friend that manages an off-world Zerka warehouse. It was in trade for a debt he owed.
That doesn't sound suspicious at all. Warehouse workers have a bad habit of paying off their debts with other people's property, you know?
He said no one would miss it. Might have been surplus. It doesn't look like it was Zerka made, though. You don't seem to know much about it. The unit has been a little uncooperative. They get that way when they go too long without a memory wipe.
And if the unit proves even more uncooperative once we purchase it?
You can leave it alone if you find its mannerisms amusing. It might be a little eccentric, but it's stable. Why haven't you wiped its memory? I would have, but I can't seem to access any inner circuits. It's definitely built for security and built to last. At any rate, it claims that it doesn't have access to its own memory core anyway. Could be telling the truth. It's hard to say. Other questions? Anything for a customer, though the droid is really all I have at the moment. I'm looking for exotics. Something called a star map? Ideal mostly in swoop parts and droid maintenance. Maybe I heard a Jawa mutter something about old things. But I could have misheard. They cover very large areas and when they scavenge, but they aren't doing much right now. Did the Jawas bring you this HK-47? No, they keep assembled or working units to sell themselves. They don't have them often. No place to store them. Mostly they bring in parts. There's the occasional antique, old blasters and the like. Tatooine has a few buried secrets. What's stopping the Jawas from scavenging? Again, I may have misunderstood, but I think some of their tribe mates are missing. I think they wanted help. I stay away from trouble, but if you're interested, there was a Jawa by the city gate. You'll need a droid to translate, though. I don't need a translator. I understand most languages fine. Really? The Jawas gave me trouble. Say, maybe I could interest you in a multi-purpose droid, HK-47. Very nice. Alright. I'm interested. Let's talk price. Well, normally I'd give a discount because I hear you're a swoop racer like my brother, but times are hard right now. It's a very solid machine, good shape. I can't let it go for less than 5,000 credits. Could I convince you to lower the price a bit? 4,000, not a credit less. That was pretty quick. You desperate to sell? No, not really, but the first figure really was a little high. You never know, the occasional person bites right away. Perhaps I can convince you to go lower. Lower? How low are you expecting me to go? These are difficult times. The debt the droid covered was a large one. Come now, think of the advertising you'll get from me. That might be worth something, but you're still cheating me. Alright, 3,000 credits then. 3,000 credits. That seems fair. I'll pay it. You will? I mean, of course you will. Let me just withdraw those credits. Well, thank you very much. Just go on over and talk to it. I'll deactivate the restraining bolt when you take possession. It's a good purchase, especially if it actually speaks Sand People dialect like it said. Of course, I don't think it was telling me everything. Not many droids are programmed to lie, though. What do you have in stock besides droids? Looking for droid or swift bike parts? Well, I may have a few things. Would you like to take a look at what is in stock? Before we do that, can I ask a few more questions about HK-47? You bought it, sold as is, with no guarantee. Sorry, but any problem it's having is yours alone. That's business on Tatooine, I'm afraid. Yeah, show me what you have. Very well. There's not much at the moment, but it's better than nothing. Right. Let's see what Yukalaka has here. It has computer spikes, parts, security spike tunnelers, security spikes, droid heavy plating type 2, feats required, droid upgrade class 2, defense bonus of 10, a specialized variant of heavy plating. This type of durasteel alloy is not sold in mass quantities. More often it is used to equip elite troops where the initial cost of the battle droid warrants investment. It's droid heavy plating type 1, defense bonus of 9, droid upgrade class of 1. Originally used on starship hulls, durasteel is the best protection available for droids. This particular variant of the alloy is standard for mass production heavy combat droids. Droid medium plating type 2. Feats required, droid upgrade class 2, defense bonus of 5. This version of the Kalen Industries plating system signaled a company shift in production from construction droids to military models. It now sees use on many different worlds. Droid medium plating type 1, defense bonus of 4, droid upgrade class of 1. Developed by engineer Hoot Kalen, this plating relies more on deflecting angles than exotic alloys. Cost can be prohibitive, though this is the most affordable model of the type. It's droid light plating type 2, defense bonus of 4, droid upgrade class of 2. Now more for the factory floor, plating of this type is seeing more general use. Light but effective, this upgrade can mean the difference between repair and replacement if the droid comes to harm. Light plating 1, I believe we've seen already. Advanced targeting computer, droid upgrade class 2, bonus feat weapon focus blaster pistol, and weapon focus blaster rifle, meant for droids that see regular combat. This targeting unit improves on the basic model and greatly increases battlefield performance. We have a droid search scope type 3 with awareness plus 4. These detectors help droids scan for traps or other security measures. Cost increases with quality, though. Success depends on the complexity of the device detected. Droid sonic sensors type 3 with an awareness plus 4. These devices allow detection of hidden or visually camouflaged intruders. Better quality sensors provide more sensitive background noise filtering to improve performance. As for Pine Demolitions Probe, I believe this was another item that was added back in. These two were as well in my item mod. Feats required, droid upgrade class 2, demolitions plus 4 as skills. Wartime contracts over the last 40 years saw a great deal of money poured into Verpine droid modifications, particularly in the area of demolitions. A droid must have basic demolition software, paid points into the skill to benefit from this item. As the droid search scope type 2 and the droid sonic sensors type 2, which both are the same descriptions as the sensors 3, so I won't read those. We have the basic targeting computer. Battle droids come factory ready for combat, but it is still wise to invest in a targeting computer. It upgrades to optimize performance at range. Cost arises with quality, as always. Gives blaster, weapon, focus, blaster pistols. The sensor probe with demolitions plus 2. This basic probe improves the droid's demolitions capabilities, allowing for more sensitive adjustments of volatile substances. A droid must have basic demolition software, paid points into the skill, etc. And droid motion sensors type 1, skills awareness +2. These devices allow for a droid to better detect creatures hidden by stealth fields. This basic model is the most inexpensive of the type and is commonly available on many worlds. An environment shield level 3. Uses 10 out of 10, deflection of energy, sonic, cold, heat. 50 points total, duration, max damage, 200 seconds, or max damage taken. This variant of the environmental shielding is designed for frontline combat droids. It provides broad protection against many effects, but the power drain is significant and it must be replaced regularly. He has an energy shield type 3. Uses 10 out of 10, droid upgrade class 3. Deflection 50 points of energy or max damage taken. This sophisticated item is designed for top quality combat droids and produces superior protection for any droid with the necessary software to install it. Power drain is significant, however, and must be replaced regularly. We have environment shields type 2. This unit is an aftermarket modification of the shielding typically found in deep core mining worlds. Provides broad protection against many effects. The power drain is significant, must be replaced regularly. It does 30 points instead of 50. Same with this, 30 points instead of 50. Upgraded from the basic portable energy shield. These units are marketed to companies and governments that keep large standing forces of combat droids. The power drain is significant, must be replaced regularly. And then we have 20 for the lower tiers. Initially designed to resist the harsh conditions of factory floors, these shields provide the droid with basic protection against a wide array of effects. And this basic model of energy shield, universally applicable to most droids. The power drain is significant. We have oil slicks. This is a simple yet effective upgrade that was cut from the game. For any droid, a thin film of oil across the path of the enemy can slow their progress, allowing allies to retreat or engage them at range. We have advanced stun rays. Uses 10 out of 10. On hit, 100% chance to stun for 9 seconds. Wow. DC 20 to negate the stun. Range medium. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This product is a special order aftermarket modification of a Quellig Industry stun ray, very expensive to produce. Most are in the hands of government-sponsored elite troops. Have an advanced shield disruptor. Damages ion 40 points. Range is medium. Using it consumes a charge. Prototyped by Zerka Corporation, these extremely devastating droid and shield nullifiers have found their way to forces on both sides of the Republic-Sith conflict. We have a gravity generator. Feet required, droid upgrade class 2. I believe this was placed in here by me as well. On hit, slowed for 75% for 9 seconds. DC 15 to negate the slow. Using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded after all the charges are used. These devices allow a droid to create a localized gravity swells or wells that reverse the effect of a repulsor lift engine. This can seemingly increase the weight of an enemy, slowing their movement. Has a regular old stun ray. On hit, 100% chance to stun for 9 seconds. DC 15 to negate the stun. Charges remove item from inventory after they're all spent. Quellig Industrial is becoming the standard in publicly traded non-lethal droid-mounted weapons. Company officials credit aggressive marketing towards any despot with credits. Right. Carbonite projector. This wasn't here before either. I added this in. Uses 10 out of 10. Damage cold. 20 points. On hit, paralyze 100% for 9 seconds. Save DC 15 for half damage. Paralyze reduced to 3 seconds. Range is medium. Charges using this item consumes 1 charge. This item is automatically discarded. The inverse of a flamethrower, this weapon uses a carbonite freezing technique to supercool synthetic compounds hurled at a target. This unconventional weapon has not yet seen widespread use. That is all he has, and I believe we don't really have anything else that we want to sell him either, so we may tamper with droid parts, but we'll have to see once we pick up HK-47. Journal entry added. Credits lost, 3,000. Experience points received, 250. Cool. So what was that journal entry? Journal? That be completed quests, probably. Droid for sale. You have purchased HK-47 from Yukalaka, much to Basila's chagrin, in Anchorhead. It is apparently able to translate the Sand People dialect as well as handle itself within combat, if it is to be believed. It is very reluctant to speak of itself. Right. Well, I suppose we better go collect HK-47, right? HK. Basila is not pleased with us right now.
Statement. I see you have purchased me, Master. I find this a satisfactory arrangement. My restraining bolt will be deactivated when you take possession of me. Am I to accompany you now? Shall I kill something for you?
Kill something for me?
Answer. Indeed. I am most eager to engage in some unadulterated violence. At your command, of course, Master.
Travel with me now.
Statement. I will enter into your service now, Master. I am certain you will make adequate use of my primary functions. My gears are practically quivering with anticipation.
HK-47 has joined your party. Left-click this response to go to the party selection screen. We are going to swap out mission with HK for now. Are you sure this is the party configuration you want? Yes. And there he is. He is leveled up. Before we level him, let's talk to Yukalaka again. Hello again. It is unfortunate, but I have nothing new in droids to show you right now. Things are very slow. Since you purchased that worn-out HK-47, you will get excellent prices as soon as I am restocked.
Objection. Worn out? Listen, you talentless organic meatbag. One word from my master and I will pull you apart, limb from useless limb.
Shit. You got a little hostile there, droid, haven't you?
I have always been hostile. Now that I need no longer rely on you and your primitive maintenance skills, I do not need to hide it.
Yes, well, just keep that thing away from me then. I'm just an honest businessman. Can I ask you a few questions about HK-47? Now that that's been revealed. You bought it, sold as is, with no guarantee. Sorry, but any problem you're having, it's yours alone.
Observation. I am not a problem, you useless organic meatbag. You and your lack of any organized mechanical skills are a problem.
Yes, like that sort of problem. Good luck with that. Mac has no regrets buying HK-47 thus far. It's very, very amusing to him. Goodbye. That's quite alright. You've made me happy with the purchase you've already made.
Query. Can I kill him now, Master? I would like ever so much to crush his neck. Just a little. It is a long-time fantasy of mine.
Maybe later.
You hear that, meatbag? I will be back.
What are you doing? Why would you say these things? You need to stop saying these mean things to the nice merchant man over there. Going to get us into trouble. Going to get thrown out of the shop. Right, so HK. We should probably level you up. He is, so HK-47, he is a class, he's a combat droid level 6. Vitality is 66 out of 66 hit points, defense of 16, strength of 16 plus 3, dexterity 14 plus 2, constitution of 10, not so good there. Intelligence of 14 plus 2, wisdom of 10 plus 1, I don't know why the hell this damn thing has wisdom, but that's fine. Charisma of 10 plus 0. Fortitude 5, Reflex 4, Will 3, Experience as 50,828, needed is 21,000. I guess we'll just see what he has for skills and feats when we level him up, I suppose. So level up. Skills. He has 5 in demolitions, 5 in awareness, and 6 in repair. I don't know what we want him to be doing, really. I'm going to give him Demo and awareness. I'm just going to kind of balance his skills overall. He has received the following feats this level. Droid upgrade class 2. Okay, level him up again. Attributes. Well, we want HK to have a high dexterity, I think, because he needs to be able to hit things with his gun. However, it'd be good to also have a higher constitution than what he has currently. I think I'll get his dexterity or work towards getting it to 16, and then we'll see. He's got more skills. We're going to give him demolitions and repair, I suppose, for this level up. We will accept. He also has another level up. Far into the dark side, by the way. Skills will bump awareness, and then we'll do another point into demolitions. And then feats. Right, so these are his feat tables. I hope that's working correctly, but I'm not entirely sure. Huh. Yeah, HK-47 was supposed to have his feat tables fixed, but that's a little worrying now. He might have them done, so I'll just see. I'll make that determination in time. So, the current feats that he has are a Power Blast. He's got Weapon Proficiency Blaster Pistols. He's got Weapon Proficiency Blaster Rifles and Weapon Focus Blaster Rifles. He has Weapon Proficiency Heavy Weapons and Weapon Focus Heavy Weapons. He has Droid Upgrade Class 1 and Droid Upgrade Class 2. He'll be receiving 3 on his own as he levels. He has Toughness, and he has Combat Logic Upgrade 1 and 2 so far. And just to remind me, what are the Combat Logic upgrades? This droid is fitted with the most basic combat programming, allowing for simple but effective defense maneuvers. This feat grants a +2 to defense and is always active. And the next one, having witnessed the effects and actions of combat firsthand, the droid is able to self-upgrade their defensive algorithms. This feat grants +4 to defense and is always active. This replaces the Combat Logic feat upgrade. And of course, he has access to dueling. So, well, he's spec'd into rifles, and we're probably not going to change him off of rifles. We may pick heavy weapons at some point, but I definitely want to pick him, give him something that he can make use of right away. Power Blast would be kind of nice. Rapid Shot, likewise, would be also pretty nice. I'm going to give him Power Blast for now, I think. I could have given him Toughness. I don't think Dueling will serve him very well because he's going to be our rifleman in the party. We will see. That'll do for now. Accept. We will level him again. He's got more skills. I'm going to give him Repair and Awareness. Accept. That is it. He is level 10. Combat droid with 118 and 118 Vitality. 16 Defense. 16 Strength +3. Dexterity is 15 +2. Constitution is 10, Intelligence is 14 +2, Wisdom is 12 +1, and Charisma is 10 +0. Fortitude is 7, Reflex is 5, and Will is 4. And he needs just a bit more experience to get a level up. How are we doing on level ups? We're very close, another 3,000 or so. Experience, Bastel is a little further away. That's all good.
What?
Now then. Let's leave. I don't think I'm going to buy anything. Oh yeah, I didn't even check his items. That's something I should do. He does not have very many, very good itemization right now. So that's something we need to fix. Well, we can outfit him with this medium plating for right now. We can also an energy shield or an environment shield. Strictly speaking, like, the environment shield is just plain better, I'm pretty sure, because it reflects all of these things. It's better than just energy, I think. Yeah, so we'll give him the environment shield. We will give him a flamethrower. We'll give him a shield disruptor. We will give him motion sensors, I guess, since that's all we have. We have no other things for him, but that'll have to do for now. As for weapons, yeah, blaster rifle is all we have. We're gonna have to probably fix him up at some point, but definitely not right now. That'll have to do for now.
What?
I've got items that I have to buy all over the damn galaxy, and it's gonna take me making a list at the end of this planet, most likely, before I commit to buying anything. Oh, excuse me. Bit of a yawn there. It's getting late in the evening. It's going to be getting close to wrapping this episode up, so let's go to Anchorhead and finish up in here. Right on. Let's, see if we can find the Jawa. I think that's probably him right there. Is. We were told to speak to you. We were told you needed help. You there, of your kind, can you help Is of Jawas? There are troubles from the ghosts among the sands. Could you be clearer? I'm having trouble understanding you.
Statement. It is doubtful he can be clearer. Their language is difficult even for droids. He is using a trade language to try and help.
The trouble is yours, not of Jawa. We must use a language of trade because you listen complicated to what we say simply. Why wouldn't I understand your true language? That is not a problem for a Jawa to have for you. You have the ears that do not listen. What is it you want, Jawa? Is I am, leader of the tribe that is mine. You are the same in kind, a leader that stands before your tribe? There are troubles that we have. Giants made of sand, they are horned ghosts that take us away. HK-47, can you help me out here?
Translation. 98% probability that members of the miniature organics tribe are being held by Sand People Master. Doubtless, he wishes assistance.
What about the other 2%?
Translation. 2% probability that the miniature organic is simply looking for trouble and needs to be blasted. That may be wishful thinking on my part, Master.
So, what do you want me to do? There has been no help given by the great group that digs with machines. Now Isis asks you. I ask that you find us, and then bring away from this people of sand. Then we will offer a trade with you. Long have we scavenged among you and those that came before. We have things that you will like for this service. Why have they taken your people? We find things, and they use them. Jawa's slaves serving, they lead with Whiff and Gaffy.
So these Jawas are scavengers who were enslaved by the Sand People. I think I am beginning to understand his plight.
With the group that digs, we trade and are free. With the people of the sand, we serve and die. We prefer you. A few more questions, alright? This is answers hoping you'll free the tribe that he holds. Tell me about those that came before. You stand on Anchorhead, a place named and named again. You come to dig, but it was already dug. Settled over and over, and long ago, ships fell after battles above. Now we scavenge and find the pieces.
It could be that this Jawa knows things about this planet's history that the Republic has no inkling of.
You dig the ore and dirt. In time from now, we will dig you, just like digging those that came before. Alright, a few more questions, alright? This is answers if you will free the tribe that he holds. I'm looking for something called a star map. Can you help me? These are things I know, yes, from those that came before. The guide to lights far and away, I can tell you. Please, first, help the tribe of Isis among the people of the sand, and we will trade what we each need. Alright. Tell me about where your people are. Maybe I'll help. People of the sand in the sand. There's a place far to the south where they live. The approach holds great fighting. Bring the tribe from in to out, and there will be payment and trade in thanks. I'll check it out when I leave the city. Goodbye. This hopes you have the luck you need. Journal entry has been added. Fair trade. Isis says he knows where the star map is and will trade you the information for help rescuing his tribe members from the Sand People Enclave. That's fantastic. So we just need to go there. And we already had reason to go there anyway, so we're not losing anything by trying to help these Jawas. That's great. Anyway, I think actually I will swap HK-47 out for Mission, probably, again, because we do have to find her brother, and we don't need him just yet. So, I'm going to go outside, and then we'll swap out again, I think. Gate Guard Billion.
No one leaves Anchorhead without proper authorization.
Where would I get this authorization?
Only one place, and it means dangerous work. Go to the Zerka office for a hunting license.
Already have
They sell
one of
them
those.
for Faz's Lodge.
What do you know about Faz's Lodge?
Faz's is north of the Zerka office. You'll need a hunting license to deal with him. He'll just send you to the Zerka office to get one.
Now tell me about the Zerka office.
The Zerka Corporation office is in the center of Anchorhead. The protocol officer will sell you one. She might offer you other work, too.
Alright, let's go back to my first
Hurry it
questions.
up, will you? You're not getting through here until I see the proper authorization.
I have proper authorization.
Well, let's see it. Come on.
Here's my hunting license.
All right. I'll just scan that and you're off. I'll keep it on file, too. Good luck out there. You'll need it.
Thanks. Well, folks, that's going to do it for today's episode, I think. Next episode is the Dune Sea, exploring the many wonders of this great and barren land. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.